Hey buddies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon. We're doing a two-player playthrough. The new player, David.
Hi everyone.
Hi everyone. Right, so in this particular game, we are looking to get those points. The way you get points is from doing various things. We have got missions, so we've got various missions out. They score you points down the bottom, in this case, right-hand corner. So you can get 7 victory points, 4, 4, 3, 4, and 4 as an example. Other ways to get victory points. You can get commanders, so you can upgrade your crew, which gives you better victory points. In this particular game, we represent newly promoted captains. We're going out into the outer abyss and looking to maybe work with these various factions. So another thing we can be doing is maybe even when we do missions, we get bonuses. So when we go to a certain planet, what you can be doing is actually having the respective correct crew, in which case you need a red ensign and a blue ensign to complete the mission. And then you're moving up, in this case, 3 on the purple track. 1, 2, 3. At the end of the game, you'll score victory points depending on where you are on these faction tracks. In this case, you'll score 1, and in these cases 0 presently. If you go all the way around, you score 5. If you go around a second time, you score another 5 points, just the first person to do that. Plus, there are certain objectives that kind of kick in as well. Other things you can do is you can go out and you can fight pirates. These are pirates. You'll take a damage, but you'll also get a reward. For example, flip one of these over, you get yourself an artifact and a medal. I'll talk about both those now. So you have a medal down here, they let you convert cadets into basically regular ensigns. And now let's talk about the various things you can be doing on your turn. So, you start off with, and for some reason we are missing some of our people, where everyone starts off with a cadet each as well, which is grey. They are fairly lowly. They can only do a single function. So we all start off with 1 of each type and 1 cadet each. We can start starts, so I think we still need to figure that out, unless you've picked something.
Shall I use the app?
We can use the app to decide who it is that's going to start. Special decider.
Yeah, thanks Ben Downton. I've still got your Player One app installed on my phone from about 4 years ago. The person who has had the worst day so far.
I'm going to say me, based on that email I got about that work thing, so definitely that.
Yeah, I'll definitely let you have that one.
Oh, right, thanks. That's pretty demoralising. Right, so there's a score pad. It kind of lets you give an example. You can see some scores as well that I've got before. So let's start at the top. I've talked about missions. So we have got, as I said, certain points on certain mission cards. The next thing down, as I mentioned, you have faction tracks over here. Over here we have some tech cards, like a tech board. So we have a regular tech here, which is called Alpha Tech. Mm-hmm. Over here, though, these are special cards. Only one person can take one of them, so you could grab all 3 if you wanted to. In this one, you're kind of encouraged to go for the yellow ensigns, the weapons guys. That means you'll score 1 victory point per yellow or a commander you have at the end of the game, somewhere on your ship. This one gives you 1 point per damage. I still haven't finished playing my board, but basically, you'll be getting 1 point per damage. Lastly, you get 1 point per card that has got a blue ensign required on it, okay? So there's various different things you can be going to working towards. Now, if we go down to the next line, we've also got yourself 1 point per commander. So as I mentioned, you can have these 5 rings, and most you can get out is 5 commanders, and that allows you to have an extra ability, which I'll talk about later. Next, we have medals. So we all start off with 1, so that's worth half a point. But you can also get other victory points or half a victory point per artifact you have, which is represented by that little, obviously, icon down here, over here. And finally, damage. If you have any damage left over, again, we start off with a damaged ship. That's why I've been promoted to sort this out. You will lose 1 point per damage that you have. Now, in the prior game, I have taken that, so basically next to 0, but it's something to work towards. So on your turn, what can you do? I've got a little player aid for you over here. You can have both of them. So there's 2 different actions you can do. You can activate a room, or you can complete a mission, okay? So if you want to complete a mission, you need to be at a location. Let's start off talking off about activating a room. You have 3 different types of people. I'll talk about the cadets in a second. That person, all you're doing is sending that person off, and they're going to be moving. You can take your ship. It's got 2 arrows, so you can move up to 2 spaces. So I could be going 1, 2, okay? And ending my turn. A bit like an Andor, that's it, you can't then do something else. It's now your turn. Again, you could move as well, or you could choose to fight. You can fight because there's a pirate right next to you. The first thing you do is you take a damage token and you're going to place it on your cargo hold. You can't place it on your tech board anymore, which means you're limiting the amount of space you've got to keep booty. You then automatically fought it off. That's what you do. The weapons always wins a fight. Then you're going to take this, you're going to flip it over and see what it is, and then you're going to place this side up into your board. So it's going to go like that. Again, at the end of the game, you're going to score 1 point for it. The other side is going to be a combination of either like an artifact or a medal, or it might be an android, which I'll talk about in a second. So that's weapons. Next up, we have got your tech guy, your engineers. They can buy one of these cards. These cards can go on your board, and they can act as something that benefits you. So for example, if you want to promote a blue person, it's going to cost you 1 less medal, which I'll talk about in a second. You can store those artifacts and use them as medals. You can move a bit further with the auxiliary action engine. You can do more repairs. Then you can do other things, converting artifacts to be androids, repairs and stuff like that, or buy one of these tech cards. Now these end game cards, that's it. If any of these cards get taken, any of these cards, they're just replaced by alpha deck cards. So that is what the engineer does. The last thing is the repair action. You can remove one of these, the cadet can do that, or anyone else can do that too. So that is standard actions. Instead, again, you can do a mission. So imagine I'd ended my turn there, then it's your turn, then it's my turn. I can complete this. All you need to have is 2 people, doesn't matter who they are, just 2 people, and you complete this card. So you take that card, at the end of the game you'll score 4 victory points. It kind of slots on your board, but just move off to the side, and that completes it. If you choose to use the respective colours though, one or both, it's up to you, you don't have to. You take yourself a damage in this case, and you get yourself an android, we'll talk about in a second. Again, you don't have to, you could do any other colour to avoid the damage. And then the final one is blue, which is moving 2 up on the tin can track. If you reach a certain spot, you get the thing, such as a medal, and that's how that works. So let's talk about the androids, then we'll talk about everything else. So an android, they can be used to go on a mission. So they can just use a space, like these guys instead, and that's it. Just if you need a person, that's what they can be used for. Some of these missions do actually need them, but as you can see, currently there's no golden colour, it's just the regular colours. That's an android. Artifacts. There are a couple of artifact options. We've got, unbelievable, I can't believe they're all the same. Ridiculous. Right, so there's 3 combinations. Imagine you've got one of these, that can go on your board. That can also go on your board. And the way it works is on your turn, you can activate a room using these artifacts. So I can use 2 yellow, if it's the same colour, to just do a weapons action instead, to fight off this guy instead, as an example.
Instead of a crewman.
Yeah, so it just keeps back your crew for something else. I only thought we'd need this many, but it turned out there's that. So yeah, there's a blue-red, there's a blue-yellow, and there's a red-yellow. So let's grab out some more of them, a bit more varied. Now let's talk about upgrading crew. So if you really want to complete a certain mission a certain way, and you've not got enough people, again, there's only about 4 actions you have in round 1, 2 and 3 and 4, it can probably be 1 more action per round. What you're going to be doing is maybe converting them. So if I needed a blue and another blue, I can use a medal to convert this guy to be a blue, so you just lose that guy and bring a blue in, or you might want to convert a red, or whatever it is. Typically just upgrade this guy. So that's how that works. As you can see, blue, red, all different colours. So that's how that works. That pretty much covers everything in the game. The last thing to say is if you have 3 medals, you can convert one of these people, let's say red, or let's say yellow, to be a commander. So now you've chucked in 3 medals, chucked them away, and now you've got a commander. If it's a commander, they can do the same action twice. Okay, so they do a weapons action and another weapons, or move, or tech. Or they do the first action, so they won, and the second action is they can bring in one of these people into here. They can't then do another action that turn, but you brought someone else in, and they've got to be brought in of the same colour. Okay, so that's how that works.
So this is like a holding pen for your crew who are going to be tasked with a job later on.
Right, yeah.
You can't use them straight away.
So imagine these are all up here now, and then my round has ended. Then what's going to happen is, at the end of the round, all these are going to be something like this. Then you're going to move them all around until there's only 3 left. So you can see who's going to be available next round. Okay, so everything but the last 3. So it's not a huge amount of planning, but just be aware that that's kind of how that works. Okay, so you always start off with a blue there, then a yellow, and then a red, and we start with these guys. So, when you resolve a planet, let's say we remove this one, big sign's kicked in there, then what you're going to be doing is you're going to take number 5, flip it over, and place it here. Then we draw out a new planet, a new mission, okay? You do it until we've done all of them. So make sure you don't camp out, that's what this represents. When you reach 1, you flip this over, and going around, starting off say with 5, you reveal a pirate token. And it's going to have either a red exhaust, a yellow or a green. And as long as there's not a pirate on it, this one does have it, so if it wasn't yellow, you're going to place it out, otherwise you'll just ignore it. Then you do 4, 3, 2, 1, until basically there's a few more pirates out. The reason why you might not want to pirate is if you want to move over here for some reason, you take a damage for passing through it, unless you want to fight it instead.
Okay.
Remember, damage isn't too much of an issue if you take that card. When you take a card, you can only take it in a space which doesn't have a damage token. So if I wanted to take, let's say, let's find a good one, or whatever it might be, this matches and it makes a key. So it connects up, which gives you a free repair action, or a nap repair action. Again, if it matches medal, you take a medal. If it matches a remove, you take 1 move.
Okay.
That's how that works. That is the game. So that is pretty much all you need to be aware of. Oh yeah, I'll be starting, so I'll just leave this here, but I'll move across to you when it's your turn. I think we've got pretty much enough resources that we need for a 2-player game, which I've only found. I'll write off our names in a second. So here I am. If you want to go to this place, you get repair, and you get yourself that at the end of your turn, and that is then used up for the round, so it goes away. The same with this. At the round 2 begins, this is going to go into the centre. Again, it can be used once. It moves up 1 of each track. Okay. So I'm going to look ahead and see where I want to go. I'm orange. It's orange. I'm sort of a 4-pointer, 4, 4, 4, 4. There's a 7 down here. Takes loads of damage. Ignore all damage on this mission. That sounds like you don't take the damage. But I've never gone for this card before. I've had these cards before. I might try and just do this, and then you can lead off, because I can reach most planets. So how far can I reach a planet? 1. That one is too far away. That one is close enough. So I've got 2 options. I don't mind either of them. I'm going to spend a tech guy for now. I think it's a bit too early, but I'm going to take this card and place it on my board. The downside, actually, of seeing it, it has nothing with anything, so it's wasting my stuff. So I don't know, but I like the idea of getting it early on. Don't normally get them straight away. I'm just going to take that for now.
Okay.
So that's my guy used, then this flips over.
So once the 3 omegas have gone, then there's no more?
Correct.
Okay. I'll just read the other ones in there. When you get a medal tech bonus, you may also train a cadet or ensign for free. Train holovisor. So I quite like the idea of shooting some pirates down.
Yeah.
So I'll use my weapons officer. And do I move into that spot?
So you either move, or you fight, or you tech. That's it. So you can't do more than one thing.
But would I fight from this?
Yeah,
place?
you basically zap it. So you've now used this guy.
Yep.
That reveals this.
So it's got an android.
Yep. So first off, you want to take a damage. So I'll just grab some damage tokens. You're then going to place it. The very first thing it is, it's going to be placed on your board. So you can pick. That's fine. That's going to go now face down. And now you've got yourself an android.
Yep.
So androids are missions, artifacts, rooms, that's it. Because androids are too dumb to operate a room, or they find we're too dumb to operate a floor on their behalf. Equally, artifacts have no idea what a mission is. So you've taken that action.
What happens when these spaces fill up? Does it
When
stop
it's
you
full, you can't take anything else apart from damage, so you've got to jettison stuff. But as soon as this has all damage, potentially, then you're going to keep racking up more damage. That is a possibility. So S and D. And now it's my second action. So I'm going to go with, so I could go down here, 1, 2, he's quite far away though. It does seem like I don't lose it if I manage to complete it. So yeah, I'm going to see if that works out, but then equally I've got not enough people then to complete it. Do you know what happened with mine? I haven't used up mine.
No, you just show.
So I'm actually going to go over this way, give that a shot. So I'm going to just spend red. That is the only one I can reach, isn't it? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's red as well, actually. So I can choose to either get 2 repairs or a pirate and that, or I can then spend a pirate to go up 3 on black, which is 1, 2, 3. Move all marks on all faction tracks back 1 space. except for those on a space with bonus or a starting space. Oh, that's a very weird one.
Is that at the end of the round?
That's straight away. As soon as you hit this zone, that's
Okay.
what triggers it. So I'm going to come down here if that's interesting. So move 2 spaces. So 1, 2. That's me done.
Okay. How many moves or how many turns in the round are there?
It's until we can't go.
Okay.
So you can stop early. But it's up to you. There's my drink.
So I fancy flying over to this planet here.
Yep.
But there's a pirate in the way.
You will take a damage.
Yeah. So maybe I'll just go through. So I use a red and ensign.
Yep. 1, 2.
Is that 1 or is that
That's 1 and 2.
1, 2?
So you'll take another damage.
Take another damage.
Oh, the damage tokens have gone. Weird. Okay, so yeah, you're filling up, but again, if you take the right thing, it nets off. So now you're there, that's my turn, I'll choose to complete it. So I will spend a medal to convert it into blue. Alright, and now I'm going to send them in that order to complete it, which, I don't know where I spent my medal, I don't know where it went. Anyway, spend it off. I can do 2 repairs, or I can do that. I'm going to take repairs in this case.
Why did you need to spend the medal?
Because I upgraded a cadet to be
Oh,
an ensign.
fine, yeah.
I think I'll actually have to take the pirate token and the artifact, otherwise I won't benefit from the next one. So I don't have to use, I could use the cadet instead, but I'm going to do that and a pirate token, so it's a random one. It's basically give me a point. And then I can spend that to now move up 3. So I go 1, 2, 3, I reach this point, I get a repair actually anyway, so it wasn't terrible.
Okay.
I'm going to take off, does it really affect it? I don't know, I'll take off this. There we go. So I've completed the card, so it just goes face down, and I could leave it there, I'm just going to leave it off to the side. It could go in this gap.
Yeah.
Guess it could overlap a bit. Okay, now I completed it, so 5 flips and 4, and that goes there. So they do say you can kind of preempt what's going to happen, but I've never, unless it's maybe as a 4, it's unlikely that you're going to be next to something.
Okay. So if you were to do another mission, then this 4 would go into that space which you just completed.
If
So
you
if I
complete
complete
this,
this one,
the 4 goes there.
and a new mission card will be revealed.
Yeah.
So for this one, I'd need to send a blue and a red, and this is 3.
You don't have to.
Okay.
You can't in any colour, you just won't get the benefits, which isn't necessarily a good benefit.
But when do you score the?
At the very end.
Okay. So for 3 artifacts, and what's
Yeah.
this one?
So that basically is on here, and I think if you get to draw a pirate token, you're going to place it on your matching arrow. So basically, you've been raiding, you've been looting this planet, and then there's a pirate's going to appear up like, oh, I'm quite interested in that now.
Oh, okay. So you look at the pirate, and based on the route, the colour, and it's, because it's a blue one, it would be on this route.
No, so we don't know what it is. It's going to be one of these things.
Oh, okay. And then the second one is trigger a target. You may fight a pirate on a route leading from your location.
Yes.
So then
you can
that's
fight something.
That's going to tell. So it's sort of efficient way of fighting pirates because you can make one appear and then fight it on the next part. Take 1 damage, the pirate reward, and the defeat the pirate token. The thing is, if I had 1 damage and another pirate token, where would they go?
So you're going to have to lose a pirate token. So you might not want to take that damage. You might choose to do this instead, which is discard one of your 3 things to help 3 on black. Which is probably a much better option because you're also going to get a repair.
Oh, okay, because it's either take the damage or the So I think that's the right thing to do. So is Android any colour?
Yep, I don't believe, when I check the rules, it won't count as one of those colours though, which is why you probably want to chuck your medal in.
Okay. Yeah, so I need to get a red navigation
so
officer.
that goes straight in.
And he comes out. And then, so we send them to the mission and we do the blue first, so is he blue on top?
Yes, so blue goes first, so you've now got yourself 3 artifacts, so take your 3. The downside is you can only take 1, because you're going to lose them. So you can't go there, that's the only place they can go. Again, you don't have to use your people, so you've got to save the medal back, at the end of the game it's worth half a point, and then you don't have to worry about these medals. You might want to do
I get 3 and I choose 1.
Yes, you can look at them. It shouldn't matter. Yeah, have a look at them.
Okay.
Again, you could lose your pirates, but most likely, I don't know, it's options.
So there's 2 that are identical, so that's a good job, isn't it?
2 which will help. Yep.
I'll choose the red and yellow one.
Okay.
And it goes face up, is that right?
Yep.
Or face down?
No, face up. And now you can spend that and then you've got your pirate. So you grab a pirate, and you'll see the different exhaust colours. So flip it over, and it's green. So it's going to come out this way.
This one gives another damage.
All right. So it's going to give you.
An artifact.
Well, it'll always give you damage, but I think that's just a standard thing.
Okay,
so you'll get yourself an artifact and a medal if you fall
at
hits.
the moment, I don't have any space to put them anywhere.
Yes. So now you want to start doing repairy stuff. But now you can lose this artifact and move up 3 on black if you want to, which actually will give you a repair.
Yeah. Okay.
So chuck it in, and then 1, 2, 3, and now you can take off one of these or one of these. Now, once they're off from here, they stay off. So it's an engine building option to go down here.
But at the moment, I don't need to. But it might be nice if I get one of the bonuses that can align.
Yeah.
So is that right? Take this one off.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. Just off the side. That's your turn done. So you're taking a card. It's flipping over.
Do I complete the mission?
Yep, you've completed it. So all you need to have is people. 4 moves over, and it flips over. Reveal another mission here. And now it's my turn. So where am I? I'm down here.
Do this pirate stay face up?
They do, yeah. Now I'm out of actions, so that ends my turn. You've still got Android left. Android on its own you can't do anything with because you need a minimum of someone else, so that would run around like this. Okay. So you might as well just end your turn 2. And that's 1 round. Yep. So now we've gone to round 2, so we take our medals back. Medal each. This goes into the centre. We move our crew round, so we've got our respective crew. And you're the first player, so now you go first.
Okay.
Just curious to see if how that fits on whilst you're taking a turn.
So what's the benefit of the androids? They allow you to go.
Yeah, cool. It all fits on.
Android matches any colour missions. Cannot activate rooms. Leaves after use. So it's a one-shot gone.
Yep.
Okay. But cannot activate rooms. Oh, so you can't. Oh, you can't use the middle section of the ship. It's no
Correct.
missions. Okay. 2 artifacts of the same if they share a colour activate a room. And discard both after use. Okay. I quite like the look of this routine inspection because it allows you to do a heal and get potentially 2 medals. So I'm going to use a red. Well, I might not have any red to do the mission.
You got a medal though. You can always switch one of these guys to be red. And again, you don't have to have them to do the mission. It just gives you something else.
Okay. So can you switch an android or is it?
Not an android.
Okay, so just one of those.
But an android could be useful on a mission.
Yeah, but I'm already collecting quite a few red shirts. I don't want to have everyone red. I guess a good distribution is key.
Not necessarily. I think a swing of different things.
But the red has to move. Okay, so I'll do the move action. And I might come up here to honest deal.
Okay, I think I'm going to move 2 then. Oh yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, so I'm going to go red as well. It's a 7-pointer. That's 3. That is rather nice. I take more damage, which is space for 2. Move out on one of my so white's one of my choice. Actually, I'll avoid damage. So that's very weird. This. Let's go there then. That's. Oh no, then yeah, fine. I'll do it. It's going to cost me a medal. I suppose spending 4, and that will give me a medal back. I'll do it like that. There we go. Wrong way up. Okay.
Yeah, so I wanted to come over here because it has the purple track as well.
Okay.
But in order to do that, I'll need a red ensign. So I'll
if you want to go,
I'll just spend that ensign, and I'll swap out the yellow. Sorry, for a red.
Yeah. And now you have to begin your turn if you swap stuff around, which is fine. Oh yeah, but I did mention that. So now, you chuck in a red first, then you chuck in blue. You complete it, so slide them around, and then you go 3 up on thingy. 1, 2, 3, and what was the other thing?
So I get a medal, do I? And I pass it.
Yes, you did. Sorry. And what was the bottom?
An artifact.
Cool. Okay, for another one. And you've got some space. Again, something like a repair bay. We'll take 3 off, so that's straight up 3 points. My turn. I'm here. I'm spending a medal to go for a blue becoming red, and then I'm going to complete it, doing blue, yellow, red. Ignore all damage. So ignore all damage, which means these are all fine. And then I get 3 up on black. I am orange. 1, 2, 3. Gain myself a medal back. And then I also gain red, which is no damage. I gain another medal. Move up 1 of my choice. I don't want to move here, actually, unless you're on a bonus. So, where am I? I haven't. I'll do this. I think just get myself another medal. There we go.
So I've only got the
That
yellow
completes. That completed first. So 3 goes there. This comes out. 2 goes here. This goes there. And that completes.
Does that flip?
Sorry. Yeah.
So the yellow is the weapons officer, but I don't have anyone on the.
No, it does happen.
So,
but once we do the first one, then they are going to spawn. So.
Oh, when the next mission completes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so maybe I should have kept my red officer back and I could use the android last turn. But now I've got a lot of red shirts, so I think I need to probably.
It's got a medal, so you could convert yellow for red and move. Then you kind of know what you're doing.
Yeah, but then I'm worried that I'll have too many red team. Can I just pause there, or do I?
Yeah, you can just do nothing. That's fine. So you kind of end your turn, end the round. So that's my turn. So now I've also got a pass. I've got 3 people, enough for a commander, but there's no one in my ready room. That's in round 2, into round 3. So grab yourself a cadet. Bring all your people around, all but 3. And then we go again. So I'm going first. Where am I? I'm down here. I'm going to move. What do I need? Blue and red, right? Oh yeah, based on that thing I took it. Yeah, cool. I'm going to go here then. So I'm going to spread red. Go 2. 1, 2.
Pet for hire. Pet for the admiral. Okay. Been on a couple missions. They're okay, but I might want to build my ship up a bit this turn. So I think I'll take a. Oh, there's lots of blue missions around me, so we'll take a blue action. And can I purchase any one of the things?
Yeah. So you just take it and place into your thing. So you might want to consider obviously what kicks in, or otherwise. If it's one of these rooms.
Yeah.
Then it basically means you can use that ensign to trigger instead of this central action. That's how they work differently.
Okay. And this one says give up an
Artifact
to gain an android and repair.
When you place it down, it's purely when you then use a future red person action to do it instead of moving. So instead of moving, you're doing this. Instead of engineering, you're repairing.
Okay. We'll take the.
Okay. So, oh yeah, you haven't moved up yet. Yeah, so blue done.
Tin can assembly line. So where we place it is it where it overlaps?
Yeah,
or where it
so
matches?
where it matches.
So on the outside here, for example,
Yep.
it would be given a repair.
Yeah.
And here is nothing. There is
Correct.
nothing. Okay, so it's there.
Okay, which is just 1 repair, which is 1 point saved. So yeah.
So I can repair on these lines.
You can, yeah.
Or should I clear out? I probably need to clear
That's
some
pretty
space.
clogged. Yeah. Cool. Done. My turn. I'm on a planet. I'm going to complete it. So I don't have to because actually I don't know if I want to. I'm actually going to lose, take a damage, and get a medal. So I don't really care about that.
Mm-hmm.
There's no weapons around me. I'm going to do that and this. So I don't get that. I do get this. So I get myself a medal, and that's completed. And now we've got the Pirate Uprising.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. So one flips over, this comes out, and then for number 5, if you can grab one of these and place it next to all of those numbered planets. So we've got, where are we at? So we've got 5, we've got 4, there's a 2, there's a 1.
In the planet.
Oh, we'll do it there, and then we just flip. So basically, flip 5 over. You flip over what it is, and you're going to go green. This is 4. It's going to be wherever that is.
Pink.
Yep. So it flies off that way. This is 2. It's green. This is 1, and it's red. Now, I was hoping that might happen. If it's red, it can't go here because there's something already on it. So you just chuck it away.
Okay. What if it didn't match any of the colours?
It always will match something, and if there's something there, then it can't go there.
Okay.
I think I went last, so now it's your turn.
Okay. Thanks. So, where would we get? So I'll use a red weapons engineer to shoot at the pirates.
It's a yellow to shoot.
Oh, sorry, yellow to shoot. Red is moving.
Yep. So that shoots, and then it says where it is. Yep.
Take
so you
one
take
damage.
1 damage. Unfortunately, if you do that though, then you don't have any space for your pirate.
Can I take damage on this?
You can't. No. It starts there, but that's where you want to go.
Okay, then. So that's not a move then. I need to take a repair action.
Was this visible? I think it was, but that's
Right.
right. Yeah, so that's fine.
So what I'll do, instead of the yellow, I'll do the repair with the red on the assembly line.
Yeah. So you're spending an artifact.
Yeah.
It frees some space, gives you another android, and then you've got yourself a repair as well.
So
Cool. My turn. I've got 2 people left. Right, I might consider doing this just because. So I'm going to spend 3. So I'm spending kind of 1.5 victory points to get commander. Now I've got some actions. So I can do 2 blue, or I can bring in another blue if I wish to. I'm not sure. I could even obviously convert this person to, make it into red, or do something with it. I should probably do something with them. I'm just looking at my cards first. This looks a little juicy because it'll give me kind of 6 points net, but the downside is I'm not sure where I want to place it because it won't match with anything where I'm at. I've had this card before. This one I think I've used before as well, so lots of modifiers. This actually been cheaper. I've had that card before, so that makes it cheaper to do this by only 2 medals. Completing yellows, I move up a thing from now on. I don't have any yellows upgraded, so these don't really interest me. When you get this bonus, you also train a cadet on ensign for free. So, yeah, again, it's situational. But I think I might just take this. But it's annoying it doesn't match anything. I'll hope I'll do it in a future turn. So that's my first action, to do a repair. My second action is actually going to do the same guy twice. I'm thinking to actually do the repair. So I'm going to do a 1, 2, 3. I'm doing that because so far I haven't done any other fighting, so I think that's me done.
Okay, so now I'm going to go and do the shooting action that I was trying to do last turn. So I take a damage.
Yep.
And
it
has to go into here.
Yep. You flip that over and place it in there too.
Yeah, and I get
Yep. So you take that,
a relic,
and then you'll take yourself a medal. And then it's my turn. I will convert this into red, and then I will send that red person on their way, and they are going to go off to the next planet, which I think is nearest to me, which is this one. So I'm going to get out of red.
do assembly.
And then I think that's where I want to go, yeah. So do red to to move up to 2, I'm just going to go there. It's now your turn.
Okay. So you don't have anyone else in your ready room?
No.
So androids, they can go on missions.
And that's it.
They can't open doors, but they could be used for any colour.
They can. Basically, it's just a thing. But from what I've read in the rules, is they don't. There's no mention of them actually giving you the benefit. It never states they actually will give you whatever the thing. It just says if you need to have the exact colour. So that's why I've never read it otherwise.
Matches any colour on missions. I would have thought that would be why, because otherwise you wouldn't get the benefits. It would just be a grey cadet, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I hadn't seen anywhere that actually says about the specifics. Actually, all 3 colours. Oh, sorry, it does gain the rewards. So there's some place that you have used them yet. We haven't used them yet.
I haven't used them. No.
Okay, so yeah, you will actually gain the rewards.
Well, I thought I should have probably used it a couple of turns ago when I had a blue one that wasn't going to be useful. But what I might do, I might go and try and just gazump you by moving 2.
So just so you know, if you do, if I'm on a planet, then I've got I'm in there first, basically.
Oh, okay, so I can't gazump.
No,
it's
apologies.
very poor.
I didn't mention that. I've never seen it happen before.
Starship Captains, not pirates, are we?
I've never seen, gazumping fully happening, but yeah, that's basically I go on there first. But yeah, I've never seen it in such a position, but it makes sense. Yeah, it's fully possible. That's why actually I kind of stopped mentioning the whole going in there. Well, I have mentioned every other one else, but.
Because if you land first, you get the first option. I don't know.
Yeah, whose mission is it anyway? The first ship in the planet is the one that gets the mission. To track this, put your ship on the planet. If you're the only player there, if any mission on the planet, at any moment, at any mission, or any mission that shows up there later is reserved for you. Latecomers put ships beside the planet. This almost never happens, but if the player abandons their reserved planet and leaves 2 players there, then neither can reserve it. But they can complete the planet's mission on their turn.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So unfortunately, I'm not in a position to take more damage at the moment, and I have a red engineer, so I might go and.
You can do this.
I can heal.
You're going very hard on androids.
Yeah, I'm getting taken over by the thing is then they wouldn't be able to. The androids can't fly the ship, can they?
No.
So I think I kind of need to fly out of here rather than.
It does encourage you to fly because that's where you got an even spread. That would have come out to.
But the good news is I've still got a medal, so I could upgrade my ensign into a red later. So okay, I'll heal using the giving up my. I don't know. I'm going to keep cycling those to androids. And now I heal. I probably need to clear some space in that area if I'm going to go hunting pirates. Then I get another action, so I'll give up a medal to convert to a red.
Yeah, sorry. I've only noticed these games sort of kind of the exact amount needed. Well, it's not exact, but a bit of space. And I normally use cups if you've seen any other picture done.
Mm-hmm.
So
thank you. So I used a medal to convert the cadet into a navigation officer, and then they're going to fly the ship out of here.
And also with cup cases and then the framing for this. Okay, so you've done that.
So it's either one of these 2 missions. This one is going to give me another damage and another
android
and 2 up on the tin. The tin wouldn't give me
not enough yet
at the moment. 2 up on the purple would give me
an extra point at the end of the game and a medal.
And it's also looking like a repair, so I'll fly in.
And it's closer to me, which stops me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it done. I'm out. You're out. So now we go into round 4. So we take ourselves off.
Well, can these guys go on a mission?
Oh, sorry, you're right. Sorry.
So that I can still use the the droids.
Nice.
So obviously I'm gonna
do a repair.
Android for a repair. It's like, is it okay?
Well, you get it automatically. Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah. So you spend a point to gain a point, and you get help and gain yourself 3 points.
Do I want to clear off the bottom here? I'm just seeing what upgrades are available.
I just tend to do it just in case.
Because I've got 2 spaces here, which is fine, so I can take a pirate and a shot. and I've also got that, which allows me to heal. So I'll heal one off here.
Okay.
And then this red is medal.
Yep.
Go up 2 on the pink side.
Oh, or purple, sorry, yeah.
1,
Lavender.
2.
Get yourself another medal back.
Lavender.
And then, so now into the 2 victory point zone.
But what happens here when you score this? Would I go back
I'm
one?
hoping not to, but it seems to imply you move it all back unless you're on a space of bonus. So you're currently on a space of bonus, so you're actually safe.
I'll be 1 step there.
I'm still passing. You've completed the mission, so that comes off.
Thanks.
5 flips over. This comes out down here. I'm passing. You're passing. These guys are now spent.
Yep.
We're now on to the final round, and you are starting.
Oh wow, fine round. So I've got a lot of people coming back home.
Fortunately, my commander is going to be stuck. I only got used once. Got no medals left either. This should have gone as well. Apologies. So actually, the 5.
You didn't complete the mission, did you?
You
You landed there, but you didn't have anyone left,
right.
so
Yes,
it's still ready to go.
Yeah.
So it's a final round.
Mm-hmm.
Not really got an idea of what we need to do, but because there's still 4 missions. 1, 2.
It's tricky, yeah, because I want to kind of do this. Lose half a point to gain a point with an android.
Yeah, there's still 4 missions before we rotate, and it's unlikely we'll do.
Yeah, as a
4.
2, I don't think we probably would.
So it's pretty much what we see here. I kind of need to get a commander, I guess, to take an extra action. But I'd really like the yellow one to do 2 shots. Thing is, I've been healing myself, so I'm not really wanting to go for the crash reports. But I might need to, just as a couple of extra damage. And if I land here, do we get?
If you land there, you'll get 1 up in each.
But that's maybe not a good thing at the moment. That's 2 up on the tin. Does this mean any track?
Yeah. It has to be 1 track moves up 2.
And take a damage. So yeah, now I'm thinking about it because it's the last turn. What? That allows you to go to any location.
Yep.
That's really nice. Maybe I should think about going there then. So I'll plug in my navigation
Okay.
to move 2 spaces. I'll move 1, and I'm going to move through this pirate and take a damage.
Okay. I'm going to complete my mission. I'm using my regular blue for this, and then my cadet. I think, yeah, I'll do that. So that means I don't get the other benefits. I do this, moving up 3, 1, 2, 3, which gives me a medal.
Yeah.
Do I want to do it that way round, or do I want to spend a yellow? Because there's no pirates around me, so I'm actually going to do it this way round.
Because then you can upgrade into another.
If I wish to, I can always switch one into something else anyway.
Yeah.
But
It'd be the same in some game, wouldn't it?
yeah, there are other things which I might want to consider, but I'll do that. So that's me done, which is now 4. And it looks like you're going to do your thing.
So if I do this mission, I don't think it's going to be good. So I could do a repair, because I just need to use the tap. Oh no, because I don't have the artifact anymore. Oh well. Now that first contact's looking very good. 3 up on the purple, and a relic, and then but don't gain tech bonuses.
Yeah. So that's going to relate to basically you can swap out cards, but you're not going to get any of these like joining effects.
Oh, it means repeat. It's the same effect as above, but you have the option to discard one of your techs and put a new one in its slot.
Yep.
So are these are techs?
Yep.
But don't gain tech bonuses. Okay, so it's basically two relics, but I'm so full of chock-a-block, I'm not going to be boosting up very far. Red, blue, and 2 yellows, so the only way I'm going to get that is with another android. So I guess I'll pay 1 medal and convert the cadet into a yellow, and then we'll send android and red on the mission. Omnipotent being.
Omnipotent.
Sorry. So the
Oh,
android
yeah,
goes first.
Yep.
Takes a damage. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. It's back. Alright. Yep. Damage. So you're taking a damage, and then you're moving up 2 on a track. Oh, nice. Okay.
And 2 on any track. So.
Oh, 1 track moves up 2. Yeah.
I'm kind of way behind here.
So that's going to get you 1 point.
But
That would get you 1 and to get your medal.
Yeah. So I'll go here.
Oh, cheers there. Okay. So
Then the red
yeah.
means I can fly anywhere.
Mhm.
So I'm going to fly up here.
Oh, that's where 3 is. Okay. Cool. Yeah, avoiding any damage.
Okay.
So-
So the android hops off.
Yeah, that's why it's too wide. That bit there. Right, my turn, which is interesting because
Look, you can't fit through. You just can't do it, Captain.
so that's 3, and it used up 2, which again doesn't give me any points if I wanted to do it. 3 points. That's 3. There's 3. I'm only using 1 person as well, which gives you more options. Move up 3 on black, which moves stuff back, which does protect me here. Go back to 0. I'm protected there as well. Protected. Move all markers and factor track back 1 space except for those on the space. So this one, moving up black 1, 2, 3. That is good. And 2 on there is orange. That doesn't help me. I get what again? The pirate. Yeah, I'm going to draw a pirate thing. So that's the trouble if I go here. It's going to cost me 3. Do you know what I really want to do? I want to do this though. I just want to get a fight something, because that's worth 3 points. Convert that to be blue.
Mm-hmm.
Just to tap that.
Okay.
To get 3 repair off.
Sure.
The thing is though, that saves me 3, or I could gain. No, I think that's still the best option. There we go, do that.
Okay.
You gonna do that planet?
I'm thinking about it, but I think I need to promote an officer first.
Okay.
And so I'll pay my 3 to promote a blue. Well,
Okay.
if I use 1 of each, Do I get the blue says just would do this one twice, doesn't it?
Yes, basically. Well, not quite. It doesn't do that twice. You're using a blue either to go on the mission, and then you can basically then have a second person. You can basically do a repair. The first person on the mission, you can bring in another blue, but you haven't got any other blue, so it wouldn't necessarily be the best option.
No, it's
And you've got no blues down here.
no, so it's not the blue then.
So
But the blue allows you to buy the tech, doesn't it? Would you be able to buy tech twice?
you can buy 2 techs. You can do tap tap, hit it twice there, and do blue twice down here, and get 2 cards. Get 1, see a new one.
Yeah.
Like chain together.
Because it's really the blue's the only one, because then I'd have to use those 3 for the mission. But even if I didn't use the right ones, like this blue event here, it says repeat the one above.
I don't. It's not great.
And I've got nowhere to put the relics, so it's actually dead. The only thing I'd get would be the yellow to go up 3.
The alternative is you could use one of these guys to do a repair action, which gives you a point back basically, and then you could get the relic, which is worth half a point. So that's a final turn move.
And this is the last round as well.
Yeah. So
Well, I think I'm going to go for this tech because now I've got like 4, 5, 6.
So you're going to lose 6 but gain 6. So
So what
okay.
It's like do I commando him and do it twice?
Absolutely, yeah.
Or do I just use it on the yellow to get the yellow back to
or
then
keep
shoot
it?
some
That's
pirates?
you're holding 1.5 victory points in your hand there because the medal's half a point each.
Are they? Yeah, I might need to do that because otherwise, if I get the yellow back, I'd shoot these 2, but I don't have anywhere to put them.
Yeah.
And I cleared the space. I may as well use it.
And in fact, you'll be losing them to take the damage first. So yeah, I think maybe keep the. You could always keep the medal. It's 1.5 points.
Okay. Okay, so I'll go in and buy tech. I'll buy the crash reports, I have to place it down.
Yeah, pick where you think's good.
I don't want to do a repair though, do I?
Well, that one going there though, it does give you a medal.
But do I have to repair? Oh no, because
no, it's a medal that's connected.
It's a connected medal.
Yeah, so you gain yourself a medal.
Okay.
So you can still do obviously your stuff if you want to do. My turn. Where am I? I'm going to move. Yeah, I might have my turn here. Move 3 up on black, which is 1, 2, 3. Great, that looks actually pretty good. So I'm going to spend a red to move and land here.
Yeah, and you've got the 2 to do that. I'm not going to get up on the.
And I could have gone down here.
The yellow tree.
1, 2, which is also 3 points. And then it gives me an artifact, triple space 4, and moves up on yellow, which gives me a point. So that gives me a point, that gives me another point. I've got yellow to do a fight, so I take a damage and an artifact and a medal. So basically I take net to 0. This might be a better option. So I could do this. The alternative is this one, is 2 up in purple. So let's work it out. If I go down here, I get a total net of 1 point, and that, so it's a half a point. So it's 1.5, and that, which gives me, it's 1.5, I get 2.5 points. If I go this way, I get, so 1.5, 2.5 I think it was up to. This way, I'll be getting 1, 2, so I get 1 point, 2 points, a repair, which is kind of 3, 3.5, it's the same difference. I'll just stay there.
Okay.
It's interesting how they worked out exactly the same. Oh, the difference is an artifact might let me do something else, which could be fighting. But if I stay there, I can keep this artifact, and I might be able to fight. There's no pirates around me, actually.
Thing is, 1 artifact, 2 artifacts together is 1 victory point. Is that right?
It's half a victory point per artifact.
So then you'd exchange those 2 artifacts for 2 other.
If it's 2 red, I can move again. So there's nothing to do.
Yeah.
If it's 2 yellow, there's nothing to fight. If it's 2 blue, I could do a repair.
Okay.
I could actually get one of these cards. So maybe I'll do that. So we'll do this. So I'll do 1, 2, spending the red, and then I'll do the red. Good. Let's do that then.
Okay. So at the moment, I've got 2 victory points from these, and if I were to give up 1.5, I'd have to get 1.5 back. I don't think I can realistically get anything else, because this one I came for the victory points.
Okay.
And the going up on the hit
Yeah, I
purple,
mean,
so it's 1, 2,
You'll
3.
need 3, so you do 3, you're going to get yourself all of that. You can do a commander, which will give you a point, but you're going to spend 1.5 points to gain 1 point, and they have one more action, which could be fight pirates. You've got no space to fight a pirate.
Exactly.
Moving 3 up on purple won't help you with that.
If I fly through either of these, I then lose the
Yeah.
pirate, which isn't.
So you don't want to get a red commander. If you go somewhere else, then you're going to take damage. If you do yellow, you could do yellow and then you could do blue, and then you'd be able to get one of these cards. But again, is that worth more than the half point that you've got from a medal on the final round?
So
Maybe not.
I'd give up 1.5 points to get 2 points if I were to
To
go
get
for
1, because this is worth 1 point.
Oh, if you use it, it's. Oh, so it's a point, and if you use it, you're losing a point.
Well, you're spending 1.5 points of medals, because it's 3, to gain one of these. It's just whether or not you can benefit from that use. So there might be cards down here that help you. So this will give you a point per yellow.
Yeah.
So maybe that's worth it.
If I give up the 3, is this worth 1 victory point?
Yeah.
So that's net of half that you've lost.
Yeah, but you've then gained an action.
And the action will allow me to gain 2 from that.
Yeah.
So
that
that's
might be worth it. So you spend 3 medals. You've now got blue.
Yeah.
Take your first blue action.
So I'd buy.
Okay. So firstly, you could. So there's 2 different things you could do. You could do your first action, which is to bring in your weapons.
Yeah. And then I can return a blue character from my.
Yes, you can. Yeah. So you can bring in a person. That's fine.
Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah. And then that goes somewhere if you like.
It's not really. It's.
Oh, good. Extra medal. There you go. That's another half point. That's my turn. I'm going to use red. Move up on there. Gain myself an artifact. It is blue. Got lucky. Okay.
Ooh.
I gained 3 victory points. I've moved up red. It's now your turn. Just need to switch over my thing. So this is now down to 2. Yeah.
Okay. So I've only got the 3 crew, so I'm just going to go. Jump. Well, do I do? I don't really want to change. It'd be pretty pointless. The artifact I'm not going to be able to store away.
I mean, you could always go red up to here and then do that one, but then you're going to take a damage anyway. So you've lost a point. Yeah, it's pretty worth it.
I think we'll just go on the mish, but depends on the order. Or do you have to use the yellow first?
No, you can use any of them. You just won't benefit from whatever it is.
But I'm not going to benefit from. Oh, it says, can I do that one twice then? This symbol, it says the same as the effect above, so it must mean that. But you have the option to discard one of your texts and put the new one in its slot.
Yeah, so you're losing one of your texts, and then one of these is going to go in that space.
But this repeat says. Oh, sorry. Okay, so the effect it means you may take a tech from the central tech board, place it in an empty slot. I may as well have done that. I may as well have done that instead of buying the tech. I didn't realise that reward allows you to get the tech.
I think you're just swapping. You have to have tech to start off with.
No, it says the same. I think that it means this effect. It says you may take a tech from the central tech board, place it in an empty tech slot, and resolve the tech bonuses you match. And if it has a recycle symbol, it says the same as the effect above, which means this effect. I thought it meant the effect above here, but no, it's the effect. So it's same as the effect to basically acquire a tech and place it in an empty slot, but I have the option to discard one of my techs and put the new one in its slot.
Okay.
So instead of buying the tech last turn, I could have just done the mission, and I'd have had that tech.
Okay. Oh yeah, got it. Yeah.
And then I'd have
had. Then you get an extra tech this way.
I'd have had. Yeah, true. I get an extra tech, so maybe I just do it this way. Right?
Yeah. You're taking the good tech anyway. Otherwise, you're just not going to take it.
The turbo lasers is only when you're battling. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do any of that.
So that's good because you avoid damage, but equally got no space. And this is where that repair card's pretty handy now. So nothing else does repair. Unless you can get a card which gives you some repair.
I don't really want repair because I get +1 for each damage.
Yeah, well, yeah, good points.
So I'm pretty maxed out. The only thing I could get would be a if anything has a medal symbol, which would be like the navigator suit.
Yeah, promoting to red, but then again you can't promote because you haven't got enough people. Oh yeah, you could still promote, gaining the points that way. And in fact, that's going to give you a repair, and it's going to give you a medal.
Yeah, but I don't know if I want to use it. Do I have to?
Don't have to.
Yeah.
But again, you're losing a point and then not gaining a point. So it's just a net. So
would I lose a point from?
Yeah, you're still losing points from damage. It's just you're also gaining them, so it doesn't affect you. Damage doesn't.
Oh, it just neutralises damage.
Yeah.
Oh, that's.
I have had it before. I've had that card before.
Okay, I thought it was a good thing to have. Damage